What is good with y'all, man? So today we're going to be going over abilities that I feel like enough people don't use in Madden. And now this could, some of these abilities you might use. I'm just going off, people I play against, what I know what other people run, and just going over abilities that maybe you don't know about, or just, I'm giving you abilities that, not a lot of people might run. Maybe you run it, but a lot of other people might not. So we're going to go ahead and go over them. We got some offense. It's a lot more offense than defense, because I feel like on defense a lot of abilities are more ass. Like offense is a lot more options. Defense, there's like a few options, I feel like. But we're gonna go over some abilities first though. We're gonna go over to the offensive line first. We're gonna start with the O-line. We got a few abilities. The first one we're gonna look at is nasty streak. This one right here. So it says dominant impact block wins against DBs and linebackers. Basically what it is, it's 2 AP. When your offensive lineman hits kind of like that second level, so when they're getting ready to block like a linebacker, a safety, a corner, anybody else but a defensive lineman, basically when they touch them, when they have nasty streak on, they're gonna just lay them out. They're gonna flatten them out, boom, drop them on the ground every time with nasty streak. It's really good. So maybe if you're a guy that runs the ball a lot, and you're looking for some abilities to put in your offensive line to help run the ball, nasty streak, when they get to that second level, boom, guys are getting pancaked, like for real. It's pancake central out there. So it's pretty good. Like it's 2 AP though, but if you got the extra AP, I would definitely say it's worth it. Another offensive line ability we're going to look at here is threat detector. It is 3 AP. Now last year I used threat detector, right? I used it for a little bit and it didn't work. Like there would be times it was like third or fourth down, because what it does is on third or fourth down it lets you know when your opponent is blitzing you, right? And this is I'm speaking on from last year. Last year what would happen is you'd be on third and fourth down and it would say this many people are blitzing and they're actually not, or it would tell you like no one's blitzing, in reality somebody actually is. This year though on the game it actually does work. I used it. It is pretty good. 3 AP is a little costly though, I'm not gonna lie, but if you're someone that sometimes struggles with blitzes a little bit on third or fourth down, it might make your life a little bit easier. So you know what I mean, just try to maybe if you're not used to seeing a blitz, or maybe you're newer to the game, you're not used to seeing certain looks, this could actually help you out a little bit, to be honest, for people who are maybe a little bit newer to Madden. So it's not a bad ability. But that is pretty much it for the offensive line abilities. We're going to head over to tight ends now, actually. I think there's only one ability we have for tight end. I actually run this ability. And it should be, yeah, tight end apprentice. Tight end apprentice is very, very good. Now, there's two ways people use their tight ends. They either block them pretty much every single play so they can roll out, or they actually use them as, someone to catch passes in their offense, which, I do both. They, catch passes, and I use them to kind of roll out sometimes. But tight end apprentice is really good. If you get a vertical threat tight end, it's 2 AP. Being able to hot route your tight end is pretty big. Putting them on a crosser, putting them on a post route, putting them on a corner route, being able to put them on a trail route, the route where he kind of goes like runs out and then he comes back in, kind of like an angle route almost, you know what I mean? Those routes are just really good, and they're just really good. And I feel like tight end, I'm not really big on outside apprentice. I know some people like the slot apprentices, but they'll really only the apprentice or running back apprentice, all that stuff. But I feel like tight end apprentice, in my opinion, is the best one, because the tight ends get some of the best hot routes in the game, and they're just really good. So me personally, I love tight end apprentice. I use it on both of my tight ends, and I highly recommend it. If you don't use it, it'll probably help you out a lot. You don't even know it. But let's go ahead and over to running backs now. Running backs. Head over to there. We got a couple abilities. First ability we're going to look at is one I have on Michael Vick. Leapfrog. So leapfrog, basically what happens is you'll get a little bit of a faster journal animation, and you will not fumble on a journal. That's right, you cannot fumble on a journal when this is on. It's only 1 AP. If you're a guy that likes to journal, me, when Michael Vick is on the field, I'm spinning, I'm journaling, and his carrying also isn't very high, so it's like something you could do to kind of like cheese the game a little bit, right? If you're in a tough situation where you're about to get hit stick or you're about to get popped, you could literally just journal every time and you won't fumble. I swear to God, I do it all the time, and I've never fumbled Michael Vick. And let me tell you something, almost every time he gets hit, he's getting smacked. Never fumble, because I just journal every time, so I won't be able to fumble, and it works pretty good. So 1 AP, it's really nice for let's say you're in the red zone, you know, you could just try to journal through a gap and boom, you know what I mean? You don't got to worry about fumbling, or you know, it's pretty good. It's definitely, I feel like it's really underrated. The other one is he doesn't get it, but Bulldozer. It's 1 AP for power backs. For other backs, it's going to be 2 AP, which I would only recommend putting this on for power backs. Basically, Bulldozer is, you'll get a lot better truck animations. I use this on LeGarrette Blount. I'm about to show you. I have it on him, and a lot, like, he puts so many people on their ass. Now, the thing is with it though, you have to kind of know how to use it. Like, to use it, you kind of want to truck a little bit earlier. Like, you want to, like, you know, when you would think the truck, like a right timing kind of truck, like let's say like he's about to be on you and then you truck. No, you have to like truck a little bit earlier than you want to, and I swear to God, that's kind of like the way to cheese it. So like you pretty much truck everybody every time. If you press it too late, sometimes it'll work, but most of the time if you press it earlier, you'll always truck the guys. So it's really good. It's 1 AP, and you know, especially if you have a really good power back, he's gonna lay everybody out like every time. So I'll definitely recommend that. And I got another running back one. Backfield mismatch. It's 2 AP for all the other archetypes. It's 1 AP for receiving backs. Basically, which I would recommend it probably. I mean, I don't know. It's up to you, really. But receiving backs get it for 1 AP. It's better route running and catching from the backfield for running back. So it's kind of like a route tech for a running back, and just like improved catching also. The thing with it is, why I have it on here is kind of why it's underrated is because what's it called, backfield master, right? Not every running back gets backfield. Like LeGarrette Blount doesn't get backfield master at all. He doesn't even get the ability. So like power backs don't even get backfield master, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically backfield mismatch and running back apprentice combined in one. They get the better route running and catching, and they get the extra hot routes. So backfield mismatch is just kind of like the backfield master without the hot routes. So that's why I said I think elusive backs actually might get this for 1 AP. I feel like, nah, I think they do get it for 1 AP. I think power backs, they just they don't really get too many of those abilities. So backfield mismatch is not bad though, you know what I mean, if you want to get that better route running and all that. I actually do have another running back ability though. I think it's the last one, backlash. So basically it's more tackler fatigue on non-conservative tackles. So if you have this 2 AP, when people try to hit stick your running back, well, you know, sometimes they might. It's not like, you know, because tanked is the one where like they can't hit stick you at all. Backlash, when they hit stick you, you know, they're basically gonna have like no stamina after that shit. So let's say I'm going up the middle with Blunt, Taylor Mays hit sticks me in the hole. Well, yeah, I got popped, but so did Taylor Mays. Now Taylor Mays has no stamina. So I don't know. I've used it a little bit last year. I haven't really used it a whole lot this year, but I know it was pretty good last year. So it's not that bad at all. And yeah, that's pretty much really it for offense. We're gonna head over to defense now, and we're going to look at a couple ones. This is like corners, DBs, like, you know, anybody in the secondary this will work for. Pick artist, better catching and improved stamina on interception return. So the reason why I love pick artist so much, and I feel like you almost need to have pick artist. Pretty much like, you know, those jump ball situations where you're getting mossed pretty much every time because the offense usually always wins them. Not with pick artist. It's either going to be honestly, like, I feel like when you have pick artist on, you're catching those jump balls, like I'd probably say 75-80% of the time. There is going to be times you still get mossed, but I feel like most of the time you win those jump balls with pick artist on. And also, when you pick the ball off with pick artist, you get unlimited stamina, so you can do anything you want. You're never going to be tired, which can lead to some really good pick sixes, which I have definitely done because of pick artist. So, and it's only 1 AP. I definitely recommend it. You know, stop getting mossed today. That's the best way to look at it. Stop getting mossed today. And the other one is going to be out my way. So basically how out my way works now, I think run stoppers, safeties get this for a little bit cheaper. Now you can put this on like I think like linebackers also. So this out my way is kind of like safeties, linebackers, and things like that. Basically what happens is if whoever you have the out my way on is trying to get blocked by a wide receiver, a running back, or a tight end, he's just going to throw him out the way. Like, so let's say Brian Dawkins is running down there, He sees, I don't know, let's say he's one-on-one with a receiver. He's just gonna throw him right to the ground and get him right out the way. Now, like I said, you get this for like 1 AP with I think run stopper archetypes. I think it's 1 AP, maybe it's 2 AP, I'm not sure. But this would be kind of a good ability. Maybe you put on like your guys in the middle of the field, your sub linebackers, your linebackers, or some people like that. Or, you know what I mean? Or maybe you have safeties at corners. That would be pretty good because then they'll just kind of shed right off the corners on run plays and stuff like that. I think I don't know if I don't have a run stopper archetype for any of my safeties, so I can't really tell unless Calvin Johnson is okay. No, Calvin Johnson. What's he? Not Calvin Johnson. Like Kam Chancellor. Kam Chancellor gets it for 0 AP because I don't know why he just gets like these weird abilities for like really cheap. So yeah, I just have out my way on him. That's the only reason I actually even know about it. But the last ability we are going to look at is for the defensive line. You can put this on anybody. D tackles. Put it on your edge rushers, put it on whoever you want. It's actually an ability I used in the beginning of the year. Unpredictable. I've seen people are kind of, you know, starting to run us a little bit more. I've noticed it here and there. Basically unpredictable. Shadow winds are less likely to add blocker resistance. Look, what they're saying it means is that like blocker resistance like builds up like slower or whatever like that. You know, there's like this blocker resistance thing on linemen. I don't know what it is about the ability. It's 1 AP, and for some reason I just noticed it lights up and it lights up. When you see the ability light up, that means it's working. It's lighting up and it gets pressure. They win their one-on-one battles. So unpredictable is really good. You know, if you want to get some easy pass rush for 1 AP, put it on whoever. I see a lot of people kind of put it on their D tackles. I noticed. Put it anywhere. If you want to put it on your edge rushers, put it on your edge rushers, D tackles. It's only 1 AP. You can put it on 2 people for 2 AP. So that's really up to you. Not bad at all. But yeah, those are just kind of some abilities I wanted to, you know, kind of give a breakdown of that I feel like are really good that not a lot of people run. You know what I mean? Let me know if you run any of these abilities. If you like any of these abilities, maybe we're going to start running some of these abilities. Maybe you got questions about some of these abilities. You just let me know down in the comments. But that's pretty much going to do it though, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, man. And your boy is out.